than the offensive lineman. Getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Interception, baby, all day, all day.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Yo. No, check that. On the ball. Snap.
Throwing, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 62 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Hey, watch the ball.
Run pass.
Watch the touch 50.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
43, go 14. 43.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
36 power. Kill. Turn. Kill.
After the sack on first down, Wilson being chased down left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Run pass. 43 is the mic. Come on.
Check 52.
Switch.
Watch that.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down.
Jeez, LT is just an animal. Holy shit.
Taylor, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but close to the goal line.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a first and 10. Jones throwing on first down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, box drop. Big rip.
Now Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
Bro,
And the lead moves
I just need to get 10 fucking yards, bro. 10 yards.
It used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Aaron Donald with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
25. Slam. Shift. SOS.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter.
Need 10 yards. I just need 10 fucking yards, bro. 10. Just 10 yards.
For 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Hey, Orbit. I got you, punk.
My 52.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones, he's going to look deep for into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I just need 10 yards. I just need 10 fucking yards. I just need 10 yards.
Perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 39, Wilson, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a gain.
That's all I fucking needed, bro, was 10 yards.
That has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Pick the edge. Come. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Gun.
Now Wilson on 1st down.
Ah,
And he fires one.
I should have done that streak there.
Stop shot
Right.
at the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex because he catches the ball so well, and you would go ahead and elevate the big guy out of Tennessee, Derrick Henry, to the All-Pro running back. Henry ends up being a second-team guy, but McCaffrey deserves being first-team running back as well as first-team flex. He had a tremendous, spectacular year.
And as you might imagine, Baltimore leads the way. 5 players named to the All-Pro selection. Of course, leading the way for them, the quarterback Lamar Jackson.
Yes, and rightly so, and I fully expect him to be named the MVP when we get to it.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Devin Bush coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return, Hester. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devin Hester, 54 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means position battle is a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go. 10-2 start. Protein spill. Check. Check hot route.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic now.
On 3rd down, Jones. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
On the ready.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
95, 95. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Still got 4 down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a 1st down. On 1st down, Wilson.
Oh, shit.
One that's intercepted.
Oh.
Picked up by Chip
Oh.
Bailey. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Oh, Sean T, you got to pick that, bro.
Lines up incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I shouldn't have came out and dived right there. I'm a bear. Sorry.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what it is.
He's got a man, complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
No, I swear too hard.
Devin Hester, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
43's the mic.
Front left.
Wilson gonna throw again. And that gonna be incomplete.
The fuck am I doing, bro?
They're trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Spot that.
Go.
Gun.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. There's the 8-time Pro Bowler Marvin Harrison.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Wilson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
315.
43's the mic. Drop deep.
Go 14. Still got 4 down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson got a man. It's Randy Moss. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
Complete to Randy Moss. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, zero.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught. It's Gronkowski for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
He was throwing a pick.
Okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, with that incompletion, Charles, let's talk about the coaching carousel. Some new guys in new places. Ron Rivera to Washington. We got Mike McCarthy in Dallas. Matt ruled up from the college ranks to Carolina. And for the Giants, Joe Judge. Any surprises in your mind?
Well, I think you start with Joe Judge going to the Giants, coming from New England, where he was the special teams coach for most of his career, and this season added wide receivers to his duties. Well regarded within the ranks of the NFL. Not much known about him to the outside world. It's kind of a reveal to everyone. Joe Judge, people will now get to know who he is, because most people thought Matt Rule was going to go to New York. He ends up in Carolina. And then, of course, Ron Rivera, he would have been a candidate for Dallas. He would have been a candidate for New York, as well as Washington. And Washington never let him out of the building. That was a big-time hire for them.
The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he's got his
Come on, Mel Blunt. Come on, bro. Come on.
That sets up a 1st and goal. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, they'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Jones now. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like
It's fucking cold in here, bro. Why is it so cold in this damn room?
They didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The
It'll bring
fuck?
it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's good for 28 yards. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. This will be caught by Randy Moss. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 2, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Bitch! Come on! Dot City, bitch!